Happy Sunday, everybody. Good evening. It has been a very relaxing weekend for me, but I love to end the weekend with our Sunday hangout and just discuss the weekend of collecting, what's new. And I'll tell you what, Sundays for us are always enabling Sundays. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today because somebody pulled a trigger on a piece, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. But it's great to see everybody here. Everyone's still coming in. I know Chris is still streaming right now. He's doing the unboxing of Zero Year, and that's
Zero
what
Year.
a great piece. Yeah, what a great piece he picked up. So that was really cool. But great to see everybody here coming through. Mr. Kiefer, how are you, sir? Great to see you this evening.
Yeah, doing good. Thanks. Today was the most boring day I could remember in like ages. There's absolutely nothing going on. So I was looking forward to coming on and streaming tonight. So yeah, it's good to be here. Lots of stuff to talk about. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely want to dig into the Prime One event just a bit, Alan, and get your thoughts on a few pieces that it just keeps swirling through my mind, and I really want to know what you think about them. We're going to discuss that a little bit more this evening. But man, Alan, doesn't he look lonely over here? Look at him over there. He looks kind of lonely.
Well, probably not for long, huh?
Yeah, I know. That's true. Especially hanging out with you guys. That won't take long for him to have some company there. But I think I've got my plan ready to go. But it's great to see you here. Good evening. And Mr. Matt Martin, great to see you, sir. How are you this evening?
Doing good. Great. Always great to be on with you guys and just kind of catch up and before the busy week starts and all that, and just enjoy the last Sunday before, Monday, the last few hours before Monday. So always good.
It's going to be a busy one this week too, for sure. I've already seen my lineup, and it's going to be very busy. I usually finish my day probably around 2-ish, 3-ish, and from the ride home, I'm either talking to you or Alan, one or the other. We're just kind of going through the week of what we're collecting.
We're like all freaking out, like, hey, what do you think about that? It's always fun.
There's so many pieces to talk about right now, but we're going to go through all of them. Let me address the chat real quick because we have a lot of people trickling in, and I'm going to get everybody's thoughts too. Terry, you always have my back, man. Thank you very much for being here. And this cat right here, this dude,
Battle Cat.
Man, what a great friend. Not to mention, he is an incredible artist. On top of that, he's got an event coming up too, Matt, where he's going to be showing off some of his art. And you know what? He's been kind enough to share some of the things that he's done in the past, and he's a true talent. I mean, when you look at his work, it's just mind blowing how somebody can do that. I'm just not that talented, I guess. I don't know, yeah.
Battle Cat, send me some pics of your art. It was good talking
to
you
man.
Weekend, though.
Matt, you got to see what he has planned for me too. I'll show you pretty soon. You're gonna be like, oh my god, so wait till you see that. Onimus Jack, great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. And the OG collector, Mike, great to see you in the house. Man, I got to get you on, Mike. I would love to have you come on with us. It'd be a pleasure, sir. Dinesh, great to see you, sir. LBS in here as well. Carl, I know, just as Carl, but great to see you, sir. Thanks for being here. I hope you had a good time in Japan. I saw the pictures. It looked like you really enjoyed yourself. And the Godlike collector of the community, your vision, this man has got a collection that you just can't believe until you see it. He's got some great pieces. So great to see you. My man, Statue Kingdom. I'm going to my Marvel collection. Okay, man, awesome. Yeah, that's great, man. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Everybody's still coming in. Another Godlike collector. This Popo guy, man, the guy ain't messing around. You look at his collection, you're like, man, I need to step it up a little bit here.
He buys two of everything.
I know, man, he does. And you look at his collection, you're just like, man. I think we were looking at his the Berserk piece he had just got in, right? And behind the Berserk piece was already the Terminator piece he already had. He already had the 200 in his. I was like, what? Dang, man. So that was just really cool to see that. But he actually did a room tour for us. You make sure you check it out because his collection is ridiculous. So, okay, Lex, great to see you, sir. Great, thank you for getting on. Oh, look at that. Check your inbox soon. Okay, he's already doing
cool deal.
Lane, thank you for being here. He hasn't been feeling well this weekend, Lane. I hope you're feeling better. I was having a bit of a stomach ache today too, but thank you for being here. It's great to see you on, sir. Mr. Popo. Yeah. to see you. Uh, Everybody's still coming in. I know a lot of people are still watching Chris's unboxing, which I was watching too. But Chris, if you're watching, congratulations. It's a great piece. And yes, I'm jealous. It's great. It's great. Still people coming in. Oh, wait, what? I just picked up Access in DC and Justice League. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Man, he's got some great He just does. He has some great ones. Great to see you. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to bring up some pieces here, but I mean, Alan, I know if you've had time to soak. I'm going to ask the chat too, but I know we've had you've had time to soak a lot of things now. So I think we're at a really good point to, I've seen a lot of new Prime ones line up. Is there anything that is going to come home for sure for you for Prime 1 now that you've locked everything in? What is your thoughts? Anything?
Yeah.
And the chat as well. The chat too.
Yeah, for me personally, Wolf Predator for sure. Wolf Predator.
I agree.
Definitely, I'll find a spot for it somewhere.
That's where it's going, right over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a patient man. I would grab something, put in that spot until Wolf comes out. But Wolf is good. I also, the jury is still out on that alien scorched alien piece.
I'm gonna talk about it soon. Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it, but there's some things that I don't know between the pose and the paint app on it. I'm not 100% sold on it yet.
Yep.
So time will tell with that one.
Yep.
Mr. Freeze. Oh, that one really caught my eye. I don't do comic pieces, but I might make an exception for that piece. It has a bit of a realistic look to it, and I think I might be able. And it's third scale, and I think I might be able to get away with it with some of my 1/3 realistic DC pieces.
I think you will. I think that's a good call, Alan. I think it's looking at the portrait of her, his wife. It looks real. It doesn't look cartoony. It doesn't look, it looks real. So I think you'll be able to, Alan.
Yeah, that's the plan. And I think the last one on my list, Ghost in the Shell.
Ooh.
They didn't show much of it, but I think I could pair it and put it in with some of my Alita pieces, and I think it would work fine.
Well, the Major is one of my favorite characters of the series. I love the movie very much, and another 90s anime, Alan. Another 90s anime coming out from Prime 1. So I really want to see more of this and what they end up doing. I think I told you my concept, what they should do, but you know what? I'm going to give it to Prime 1 and, let them go with it, because I know they'll do great with it. But great picks. Mr. Matt Martin, is there one that now that everything, the dust has settled, what's coming, you've had a few days to absorb it. Now, is there one piece or two pieces that are coming home?
Okay. I got mine broken up into two sections. One section for my kids that my kids are begging for, and then me personally. So me personally, Jungle Hunt. Not Jungle, but Wolf Predator.
Wolf.
Day one. Mr. Freeze. Day one.
Wow.
Maybe for me, I'm not like Alan said. I'm not sold on the paint and the pose of that Romulus, the Scorched. The paint's a little, not to say weird, but it's not. I'm a traditionalist, and that's got some colors that I'm not used to seeing. So, not saying that's a bad thing, but I just don't know yet. Type thing like that.
Sure.
Then, Berserk. I think that Batman Berserk, unless the price is just through the freaking roof, I think it's got to come to the Batcave.
You know what? I'm the only collector, I think, the only guy that was like, well, it's not going to really appeal to Berserk collectors. I don't think it'll really appeal to DC collectors. So maybe just maybe a one-off piece for somebody. But you know what? Everybody's loving it. Everybody's saying how great it is.
Yeah.
I'm the only guy that was like, well, who's gonna get this? But you know what? The more I see it, the more I love it. It's a
Yeah.
great piece, and I think
Yeah.
you'll be really happy when you get it.
I think what even does it more for me is that he's on top of Bane, like a medieval Bane, type thing. And then now we go to my kids. The Evangelia bust, with the people like working on him and stuff like that. One's like, oh my, just PO it right now. I'm like, you can't, genius. You can't PO it right now, type thing. So that one. Then the two Attack on Titans that connect, he wants that one. And then I would say Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell. So yeah, so there's some I think Prime One, yeah, they did drag on a few interviews, but I think as a whole, I think they gave everybody a little something, type thing like that. So,
Yeah.
I think that's the best way of putting it, Matt. They did something for everyone. At the end of the day, maybe some of the interviews were a little lengthy, but
yeah,
we had a 3-hour show from Prime One. And I want to challenge right now every company from PCS all the way to Queen Studios, all across the board, to do something very similar to get collectors excited in 2025. It's an event. I mean, we have streaming events for Prime One's showcase. And you know what? Prime One knows that.
Oh,
They know that. So they try to give their best efforts. They try to put a lot of money into advertising, getting it all ready to go. And I can really appreciate that. And I really hope other companies take note of that and do something similar. And I'm asking every company to do it, not just one, because I would love to see them do something like that.
I think Queen could do something like that very easy.
Easy.
Yep. When I look at Queen Studios, just like Prime One, I don't think of just statues. I think of the overall just art and the art and the love that they put into things. You know what I'm saying? I think they could easily do one.
Yeah, Queen Studios has a new bus line coming out this year, 2025. They're going to announce it. They're going to talk about it. And when they do, this would be a great opportunity for them to launch it versus showing a picture of something, and maybe having some teasers leading up to the event and then just launch it. That'd be fantastic. John, if you're watching, I'll take the prototype and I'll review it for you. We'll get a big party together. That would be great. But okay, so for myself, we'll go to the chat in just a minute. So for myself, okay, so Wolf Predator is definitely coming home. I'm glad I waited as long as I did. I still need to see the Elder Predator, Alan. I kind of want to see what he brings to the table. And I also want to see what Prime One does next. They know that these are selling. They know it's a great line. It's doing well for them. So I think they're going to be looking at maybe trying to expand it in some way. So we'll see what they do. Along with, I didn't know, but Attack on Titans is 2 pieces that connect together to make that dio. And guess what? It would look great next to my Ninja Scroll piece. I think they would look great together. Along with so those are definitely high on my list. The Mr. Freeze, I can't tell you how much the community wanted that, and now it's being put into fruition. Now there are going to be a lot of collectors picking that one up. For one, it's fantastic, and two, with a light-up feature, 1/3 scale, that's exactly what the community wanted, and they delivered. So guess what? They're going to sell it. It's going to sell really well for them. Is it on my list? I don't know. Would it go well in here? I'd have to figure it out, Alan, because one piece I know for sure coming home, J&D Bane. That's coming home, going on with some realistic characters, from 1/3 Batman scale. I want them to go together. It's kind of hard to pair that with it, but I'm going to look at it and see what it looks like and then take it from there. But Bane is my favorite villain from DC. He is. So I have to get that. That's a must coming home. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me go to the chat, because we got some people. We got a lot of collectors talking about what they're going to be picking up too. But Look at this guy already. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. I was talking to Will this morning. He's very pleased, with the stream. Thank you for supporting them. I really appreciate that. Nice guy. Great to see you. The chef has arrived. We're going to talk about the Evangelion here as well. Happy Sunday to you, sir. Thank you for being here. And here we go. He's doomed, he says. There were 5 pieces left of the Brahma Showcase. Okay, we're going to talk about these. We're going to talk about them. You've got some great picks here. The Berserk Batman, the Wolf Predator, the King Batman Who Laughs, the Morgan and Disney. Listen, all those fantastic pieces. Fantastic. So you have some tough choices to make. What I'd recommend to anybody right now, since the hype level's out the roof, if you're still this hype about it in 7 days to a month or whenever this comes out, that's when you should really consider, I'm going to pull a trigger on some of these. So that's what I usually do. There's no statue shirt on Facebook. Looks amazing. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're going to talk about that one. I thought it was awesome. There's audio right there. Wolf and the Aliens Romulus. We're going to talk about both those. I got pictures on deck too from the Prime One store. Look at that real quick. Or the Prime One event center. Okay, so Dinesh is saying probably won't get anything in the event, but tempted by yes. I have that on deck. We're going to talk about that. I got some high res pictures too. Let me see here real quick. Okay, so Wolf Predator's my favorite bus to see and being $1,100, which is so all the Predators are usually pretty pricey. But you know what? We'll see on this on how they end up approaching these things. I think Prime One is with the dog alien. We were all wrong.
Yep, we were all completely wrong.
So let's wait and see what they end up doing, and then you can start. You know what? That's doable or that's not doable. So just keep that in mind because we were all wrong about that. So I don't think either. Getting the dog in. Oh man, that's a tough choice. Jeez,
yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah.
You think about that before you make a choice, whatever. And the winner of the Alan Kiefer Award, Gotham Cinebites, even guys, sorry to go say mine, but yeah. So I was wondering, Terry, if you're picking up the King Batman Who Laughs, and I have your pictures on deck that we're going to show because I know you just got in the Harley Who Laughs. I thought it paired well together. So
I think that's a no-brainer for Terry.
I think so, but
Batman Who Laughs, yeah, that's coming home, Terry. I know it is.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, look right there. He's already saying it. Like Verlaine's already saying it'd be a companion piece for Harley Who Laughs. Worth Angel. Yeah, that would look really good together. But I'm gonna bring up that Evangelion piece. Okay, Cutie Patootie, day one on the Wolf. Okay, I hear you. Yeah, I'm gonna be day one on that one too. Grifter, great to see you, man. Everybody's still coming in. Thank you for being here. Thank you all. Yeah. Oh my God, I know. And did you know it's 2 pieces? It's not just one, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. I've got them on deck. And one of our biggest supporters, Ross, great to see you. If you're getting Mr. Freeze, it looks up since day one for me. You know what? I have talked to so many people this weekend, messaging, asking about, what is my favorite picks. And I'll tell you one thing, that's one of the highest priorities on a lot of people's list right now.
Yep.
I don't know if I'll be getting it, but I'm saying that it'll probably most likely come home. I'll figure it out. But it looks great. It's a fantastic statue. Congratulations if you pick that one up. It's going to be a great addition to your collection. Great to see that.
The Statue Kingdom had mentioned that he's really interested in those 3 Godzilla dioramas.
Oh, yeah, some materials right here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the dios.
I like those too, but my God, the amount of room they're going to take up.
Yeah, I have it on deck here, and we're going to show some pictures of just how big those suckers are. So we're going to talk about that. But great to see everybody coming in, and we still have more people showing up. Thank you for being here. I think Hunter will go well with the King. Just can't remember. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna look great. That piece looked fantastic. That's another piece that I just said to myself that I really wanted it. I really did. With that being said, last night they showed William was on last. He showed the prototype to Darkseid on Throne. Listen, I was on stream with them, looking at this piece as close as possible, and just trying to look for what's the best way to describe this. Maybe traces of fan art, and what I mean by that is that maybe the paint's off, or maybe the sculpts aren't what they promised, or maybe there's a lot of lines in the paint, or maybe the quality of the sculpt just isn't there like the render was.
Yeah.
They nailed it, and I could not be happier for them. It looked amazing last night. I have never seen a light-up feature like this before come through like this and just blows people's minds. I thought it was fantastic. I even posted a small clip of it today on Godlike. Anybody picking this up, post in the comments. I would love to know. Not to mention, congratulations, because this is a great piece. Man, it's big. That's all I gotta say. It's really big. So, Matt, what did you think about this piece last night?
I popped on, and said hey to everybody, and just the freaking size of this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look at it right now, but now, not only the size, but then you get into the detail, and he was showing, he did a great job of showing every piece and everything else like that. But like all the writing and things like that, the hieroglyphics and everything. And then to me, I mean, yeah, the statue is enormous and it commands a presence, but just the detail in the figure itself, and what you could do as many swap outs, and then you cut off the lights and this thing just lights up like crazy. It's freaking awesome. It's just amazing, but you got to have room for it. I mean, it's gonna, whatever collection you put it in, it's going to demand to be front, the front and center of your collection, I think.
Yep. It's going to take a lot of room. And I think if I displayed it, Alan, I probably would display with a portrait I love the most. And I would set it like that and maybe put the rest in the box only because of space. Only because of space.
Yeah.
But Alan, you were on stream with us last night. You got to see it firsthand. What was your thoughts on this? Is it changed? Same?
I wish I had a place to put it in my collection.
Me too.
I really do like it. Man, I would probably use the movie portrait.
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too.
It's, man, I don't know what to say. It's just takes up so much room.
Yeah.
That's part of the issue. And the other problem is, I don't know, it's a DC, it's not really a movie piece. It's really more comic than it is movie.
Sure.
And I'm kind of focusing more on movie right now than I am comic pieces.
Okay.
And if I had room just to store boxes, I would buy it just to have it for some future, maybe I'm changing the direction of my collection and have it for myself, for when that happens. But that's beautiful. They did their creative team did a really good job with it.
Yeah, they really did. I think I said on stream last night, whoever designed this really loved this character. I mean, they just loved him to put that much effort into the throne, the details on the statue, and it came together in just a masterpiece. So I know a few people are already getting this in. They're already pre-ordering it right now, and congrats to those collectors that are getting this. I cannot tell you that I've never seen anything like this, and it's literally the best Darkseid piece ever made. So congratulations to those people.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. So, look at this. I'm taking pictures with my grandchildren. Okay.
And to like what you said, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes with a fan art piece, you can say, well, this is off. This is a little off. I don't see anything that's off.
Yeah.
This thing looks like it's a licensed product here. I mean, the crackling in his skin, all the deep cracks, and just how dry and rough it is. I mean, It it's the best one ever made.
Yeah, it really is. I think that when this does launch, the collectors they're going to start seeing it in collectors collection, and they're going to start, man, where can I get one of these?
Yep.
And it may be too late after
It's gonna
that.
be too late.
Yeah, it will, because there's not going to be very many of these. But seeing this all together is just fantastic. What a great job by them and their team. Awesome job. I did see this today, and this collector had posted this, and you know what? I'm like, wow, I never thought of it like that. But it was a great idea, and he even did a video of it too. So let me bring this up here real quick. Well, when you don't have a whole lot of space, go to the garage, man. That's what you should do.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I did see this, and him putting together his bust collection of anime Dragon Ball Z. If you think these anime pieces aren't big, look at how big they are.
Jesus.
Like, they're huge. They are huge. So, Alan, you know what my fear is with these pieces is that they have a lot of small little points that stick out everywhere.
Yeah.
Some of the acrylics, and my fear is that it being bumped or hit by another statue, something, and it would just chip off that piece, which frightens me. And look what he has as a centerpiece, Alan. That Last Sleep Dragon Ball Z piece in the center.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, he's not messing around. He's not messing around. Yeah, this is really, really awesome. Yeah, so great to see these all come together. And this collector got his. He kind of used the garage and set them up, put some shelves on there. It looks like it came together. My fear is that door. I don't know why, but that just frightens the hell out of me. That door coming up.
Yeah, with them being so close to that door.
Yeah, it scared the heck out of me. Not to mention, I would think also, Alan, too, is like, maybe I'm just overthinking it, but like the weather conditions too in there.
Oh yeah,
right.
It would have to be. You would have to, do the doors to where they can't, even if somebody pushed the button, they're locked, type thing, and then just have, just put like a little portable AC unit out there or something.
That's what I would do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just whatever was needed. But thanks for sharing that on the anime page, Fernando. That was really cool to see all that stuff. So thank you for posting that. Great collection. So great to see that. All right. So let me bring this up here real quick, and we'll get right into it. We've talked about that already. Oh, here we go. Oh, let's do this first because I posted it. Let me see real quick. I'm a very big fan of SNK. Someone just posted on there too. I was disappointed they didn't show SNK, but they showed today. This is an older piece, but it's a 1-to-1 scale Ori statue from KOF, and I thought it was awesome. Yeah, I mean, it was just great to see. Yes, I did watch it, and I was excited. I'm glad a JP winner won too, because that's the character that I play in the new one. But yeah, this is a great piece. I wish I had a room, Alan. If I did, it would literally be in like next to like the King of Fighters arcade cabinet, like right next to it. That would look amazing. If I had a lot of room, yes. If I had room coming out of my ears, I would have it next to like the arcade cabinet. I think it would look good. But there's another character, his rival character. The guy next to him, standing next to him, is wearing the rival character's suit. So if you had them both back to back, that would be even more amazing. That would be amazing. But yeah, very expensive. But yeah, this is Alan. What do you think this would run if you had a guess?
8,000, 9,000.
Okay, Matt, what do you think it runs?
It's an anime piece, kind of an anime-esque piece. Sometimes they surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 7.
Okay. What if I tell you this is $3,000?
See, that's what I'm saying. Those anime pieces, sometimes they just surprise you, type thing. Yeah.
It's a little over $3,000 for this piece.
Wow,
Here.
okay.
If I had room, I would have it in with my arcade cabinets and stuff. I think that would look great.
I'm guessing a lot of it is fiberglass.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Yes. Looks great though.
Yeah.
Great piece. If you have that, please post it on Godlike. I would love to see that. That'd be amazing. Stay away from those big pieces, man. I want all of them. Okay, here we go. All right, so John had posted this in the Prime One event group, and I know Statue Kingdom had showed interest already. I know you live in a 100-foot square mansion because that's the only way you can fit these in there. But look at how big they are.
Jesus.
Yeah, those are so cool.
They are.
I wasn't a big fan of the movie because, like I said, I fell asleep in it. But
Okay.
the art of it is just amazing. I mean, the art of it's just amazing. Yeah,
It really is. I love the Mothra. I love all.
Mothra. Yeah,
I love all of them. I think they're all great. But man, if you're wondering how big these are, just take a look at this picture. You can kind of get an idea of what you'd be up.
Yeah, and they all have that light up feature.
Yeah. But man, what a great piece.
But I think that's a good way to display them, like the two up front and then Mothra in the back, kind of, coming in. I think that's a great way to display them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And Mr. Popo, are you getting these? I'm wondering.
Two of each.
Yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm getting them. Maybe get the ones that aren't even out yet. Okay. Well, man. Yeah, great pieces from Prime One. I really think this line is just incredible. It's definitely not going to be for me, only because for one, I don't follow movies too much, but you can't deny them if this is like a franchise you really love. I think this will be. I don't think you can go wrong. This is probably the best version of them. So, yeah, great pieces coming up. Yeah, I guess because in 2014 it was good, but not too entertaining. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah,
great pieces from Prime One. I cannot express enough like these pieces and just how amazing they are. Just great pieces. All right, let me go to the next one here. And we're going to talk about this, Matt, because I know you have your eye on this. And they were inside the Prime One show floor. So the collector John, he was able to post some pictures of it. And there you go. There is
that thing looks awesome. Oh my god!
Look at the vein on the base. Yeah. So
and then I love how they did the blood, where it's basically a stand. To hold it up.
Matt, did you catch on the base that this is a bat symbol right here?
I just saw that. So
okay.
Yeah, I just saw that. So yeah, that's awesome.
I think Chris was saying too, if you had not seen these bats here, would you know it's Batman? What gives it away for me is the horns here.
The horns. Yeah, the horns for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this would look. I think Alan had mentioned it on Friday. This would look good with like Dark Knight metal pieces or the. Oh no, Alan, you had mentioned. Yeah, you had mentioned the Joker Dragon.
Right? Yeah, Batman versus Joker.
Yeah.
That would look fantastic with this. I think this would look good with the Dark Knight's metal line. I think it would look good with the Joker Dragon setup. That's why I think collectors are still going to gravitate towards this. I'll be honest, in the beginning, I was like, man, I don't know who's going to buy this because that's kind of the way I felt about it. But you know what? I'm going to say I'm wrong because a lot of people are showing interest, and I hope it does really well for them. Because if it does, you know what? They'll do more.
They'll do more. They'll do a Joker or like a, there's a lot of characters they could do with it. There's just a lot of characters they could do. They could create, if this does well, I can see them creating like a whole line like they did kind of the Samurai Batman XM did back in the day. That did real good for them, actually. Wasn't my cup of tea, but with as many swap outs as this thing has, I think that's going to be the one thing that differentiates it from the regular to the DX. Hey, get the DX, you get maybe an extra portrait, and then probably that big axe, the big axe right there. That'll be with the Mac Daddy version, I think.
This is indeed one third vengeance. So
yeah, it is.
If you were if you are interested in this, I think it would look great with your Joker Dragon.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering if they're doing this type of a line, if it's outside of DC licensing,
Okay.
or if it has to come under DC licensing to do this. It's kind of like what XM did with their Samurai line.
Okay.
Mhm.
They were outside of the umbrella of
Mm,
the DC license.
yeah.
So they pretty much do whatever they wanted, and they didn't have those licensing fees to deal with. And I'm kind of wondering if Prime One is developing this line for the same reason. Just
Okay.
that-
Extreme Gamer was saying, Alan, Prime One's saying it's 1/4, and I have not seen that. And I thought for sure it was 1/3 because
I
my
thought
God, it
this
was huge.
1/3. I thought it was.
Well, it's huge. I don't care if it's 1/4, 1/3, 1/6. It's huge.
Yeah, I mean, I watched them assemble it.
Yeah, it's very big.
Yeah, it's
And then we saw what it looks like next to a person too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just massive. So 1/3 or 1/4, you're getting a big piece. That's for darn sure.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's great lighting. Yeah, that would look good.
Yeah.
Popo's getting the Wolf Predator. Okay. I'm
How many
interested.
Popo? 3?
How many are you
4,
getting?
5?
Oh yeah. So Lane was even saying, yeah, it says 1/4. I really thought it was 1/3.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. Hey, no problem. Thanks for correcting that, guys. I appreciate it. 1/4 it is, and this is probably one of the biggest 1/4 I've ever seen next to Darkseid. So there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So and listen, you may be thinking, well, Jimmy, the 1/3 scales that I want to match it up with won't match. It will match because this thing is crazy big. So I think you'll be happy with it regardless.
Mhm.
So to see it painted in the showroom and come together like this, I thought it was awesome. Man, look at this thing.
Look at it. Jesus.
Wow. That's awesome.
It's a great
That's
concept.
cool. Yeah, it is. It really is. Look at this, man. I love the bat symbol in his armor there. It's cool. So great piece. Congrats, Matt. I know you're getting this one. It's going to look great in your collection.
I think I got to get that one. I think.
So, I was able to scratch it off my list last night. It was pretty late and laying in bed. I'm like, okay, maybe that's one that you really don't need, Jimmy. So let me bring it up here real quick. Like, do we really need any of them? Come on, let's just be real here. So, Alan, I know you're getting 6 of these, but man,
This is a cool piece.
man, it's fantastic. I love everything about it. I really do.
They could have easily just did the bust, and then with the light up features and everything, and it would have sold. It would have sold out. But them doing where the people are working on it, you know what I'm saying? It just adds that much more to me.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, to see this one come together like this, and it's big, and I know there's going to be some more Easter eggs they're going to add to this before the end of the day when they launch this and show the official pictures. I'm trying with all my power to stay away from this one, but this one is probably not coming home. But we'll talk about one that is that I'm going to be adding next to my Ninja Scroll piece. I'll have 3 anime pieces total. Was this going to be one of them? There was a possibility because I loved it so much, but I think this was going to be a pass for me. But if you're getting this, my goodness, congrats! I just really love it. I do. I know this picture can be deceiving, but this is supposed to be a 1-to-1, so this is a big piece. Man, that looks great.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's like a human size.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
Love that angel. I'll look at the little cutie guys there too. But yeah, this is a great piece. I love the guys working on it up in here. It look really big, even on the bottom, Alan.
And on the back too, Jimmy. On the back, they got people working on them, so it's pretty cool.
Wow, this is a phenomenal piece. Alan, and when I was going to Japan, I'm going to Universal Studios Japan. They have a ride of this there.
Ooh.
Of the mechs walking through the city, and you're kind of driving through it as they're stomping everything and knocking things over. So I'll be doing that for sure.
Yeah,
I'm not a kid, but I love it. Let me I gotta highlight Terry real quick before we move on to the next piece. So because he posted this week. He is also one of the Alan Kiefer Award trophy holders. Terry got in the Harley Who Laughs this week, and I thought it was awesome. And Terry's has got an incredible collection, man. He really does. He was one of the winner of the Alan Kiefer Awards, and it's great to see him getting this piece in. I thought it was a no-brainer for his collection, and to see it, I do too.
Yeah.
Man, look at all these switch outs you get with it. My goodness, it's awesome.
That's a throwback to the good old days right there. And they have pedestals too. So
yeah. Look at how he set it all up. It looks great. He has a good eye for art and things, how things should look.
Yeah. I think that King Batman would pair up really well with this.
It does. Yeah. If you're anyone planning on getting that piece, think about this one too, because it looks great. Wow, look at that. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I love the colors.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Look at her, man. She is awesome. Like, she's awesome. Wow.
That's an awesome
piece. What the heck? That is amazing. Look at that. Man. Yeah, this is a fantastic piece. This piece screams Terry. Is it just me?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. The blood, the blood on it.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's super cool. He was kind enough to share this on Godlike, and make sure you follow his channel. Real great collector, and he definitely strives with Dark Knight's metal. I love this art piece there with it too. It looks great. Notice Alan, when he sets this stuff up, nothing's ever really cramped together. It's always like spaced really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so I can really appreciate that.
Yep. Although the way he's going, he's going to either have to expand.
Careful. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Look at that, man. That looks great.
That room is going to fill up really fast with these big 1/3 pieces.
Yeah, it won't take long.
Yeah, they're so nice.
Yeah. Terry, thank you for sharing those with us. We really appreciate that, man. Great pieces, and I know that you're going to end up getting a few more that's going to add to that. I think the King Batman Who Laughs would look great. He was saying the effect looks great. Yeah, this piece came out really good. Oh, good, man. That's awesome. Oh, look at that. Batman Who Laughs would be so. I got you, man. That's the best way to do it. Like,
yep.
I think everybody's going to be selling Mr. Freeze right now.
Yep.
And Batman Who Laughs. They're going to be selling them to.
Yeah, funny you say that. I already saw someone posting that they want to sell their Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, I think I saw two.
Yeah, I saw two. Chris is trying to sell his, and then I saw one other. So yeah.
Yeah. So.
And that's a really. I had that piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a great statue, and now that you see what's coming, you're gonna start wanting to make adjustments. It is.
Well, you have to if you want to keep your collection fresh.
Yep.
You do, and I think a lot of people had said, not a lot, but I heard some collectors saying these last few weeks, just see what you have, just be happy with what you have. You know what? I am very happy with what I have, but I'm in the rebuilding phase, and when it can fund itself in some ways.
Yep.
That's what I love to do, because I can literally take stuff out and put new stuff in, and just have it looking the way I want. And like Matt said, just keep it fresh. And I really love that.
Yep.
Really.
Yep.
When I got into this collecting, I was like, I'll never sell anything. I was like, but I don't care how big your house is. You're going to run out of room. You're going to run out of room. And also, me personally, I'm not a big fan of like it just looking jumbled and just
no
rhyme to reason, no rhyme to reason, kind of like maybe a Batman next to a dragon or something. It's like, look, that don't make sense, type thing like that. So yeah, I sold some pieces like I told you guys this weekend, just kind of revamping, keeping new stuff coming in and all that. So, especially when it can pay for itself, that's when it's awesome.
Sure. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Alan, I'm glad you ended up selling your Ghost Rider on horseback. I mean, because that was a great piece, and it went to a great collector too. So that was really cool.
Yeah. And the other cool thing is, Jimmy, he invited me down to his place.
You need to go.
No, I know. Yeah, no, I said
you
yes.
need to go. Yeah, because I've seen pictures, and it's the way they're displayed and the pieces he has.
Yeah,
it's awesome. It's awesome, and he has a great eye for how things should be done, and I think you guys will get along great. I really do. Great guy. Love him to death. Great dude.
Oh yeah. He was really nice to meet. I met his son.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Class act. That's awesome. All right, Alan. Here's the banger right here. It was actually over at the Prime One showroom. They already had it there.
Yeah.
Where collectors can see it. So I'm so glad that I didn't pull the trigger on a few others. And this is one thing I really love about it that stood out to me immediately is that the pose on it is great. The pose on it is fantastic. Not to mention, I love all the xenomorphs on the base. I love that one of the portraits is his battle damage with one of the mandibles missing, because he's
cool.
Yeah, he's got that white eye and then kind of burned on one side. I honestly
How many portraits are we getting with this, Jimmy? 3?
I don't know. I don't know quite yet. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few they have not shown yet.
Yeah.
That we're going to add to. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the bonus is for this too. Man, Alan, how good would a xenomorph egg next to him look?
I don't know. I don't know if you need it. There's so much going on with this guy.
Alan, I need it.
You do. It'll probably not be the right scale. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. That would you're right.
I got an idea. Looking at it now, hindsight's always 20/20. But because it's got the xenomorph blood, blood everywhere, and he's kind of posing like he may have manhandled him in some way. What if putting some of the blood splatter or something maybe on a leg or just here and there, not overdoing it, but
sure,
just on him. I think that would look cool too, type thing.
Yeah, I love the 2 throwing weapons he has in each hand.
Yep.
I love the alien tail whip. I just loved everything about it. I thought it was just awesome. I think the number one Predator to me is still Jungle Hunter by far. You know why I say that is because he's the most iconic from the films.
Yep.
That's why I love him the most. But there's so many great ones out there. You can't go wrong with any of them. All of them are good.
No,
I'll just put it that way. All of them are good. So it's going to come down to this: which ones do you desire the most? That's what the way I would.
And they did show some of the weapons that he's going to be carrying.
Mm-hmm. They did,
which I like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a ton of weapons. Yeah, he's got a ton of weapons. So yeah.
Make sure you look at Godlike statues this week on our weekly videos that we post. You'll see I have some of the Prime One event clips on there in 4K that I redid yesterday, so they're ready to go for the week. So look forward to that.
There was a custom group that just not a couple of weeks ago put out a PO for a fan art Wolf Predator.
Oh, really?
With the same style base as what Prime One is doing, which I don't agree with doing that. But now there are collectors that are like, okay, I want to sell my PO for that one, so they want to get the Prime One.
Yeah,
you can definitely see that. Alan, it looks like the same style base as well. So it looks like.
Yep, they're all matched.
Looks like it will all match together, which is great. Kitty Patootie was saying, I have a plan for my Predator alien display, just having Wolf in the middle and an XL alien around him, which is happening in the movie and kill them all. Okay, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, make sure you post that in Godlike. I'd love to see that. On this one, I love the mask. Alan, I probably have the mask on him, even though I love the unmasked portrait. This may be one where I keep it out, where I can switch it out every now and so on. I think it looks really good. Great piece. I know that I'll be getting it. Matt Martin, you're getting it. And Alan, you're in too?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, Alan's in too, so there you go.
Yeah. I mean, the starting price on this will probably be $29.95 for the stripped down version. And then as you get into the second or third version, it'll be upwards of 35, 36, 3,700, I'm guessing.
Wow. Well, Mr. Popo was saying 7,500 AUD, but he pays a lot more because he's in Australia.
Yeah.
So man,
almost double for him.
Man, I'm sorry about that, Mr. Popo. I'm sorry about those shipping prices you have to pay. But what a great piece! And listen, I know you'll be happy when you get it. It looks fantastic. So it's going to be a great one. One thing Prime One does well is this, and they just don't miss. So. I know this is one Lane's been waiting for, and look right here, just I love the bass and that's cool. Everything else, yeah, I agree with you. It's just fantastic. It's a great one, it really is. Great piece on Prime One, already shown in their showroom, which is awesome. And let me bring this up here real quick because I know Mr. Kiefer is getting this or very close to, on the fence, wants to see more. I understand. So do I. This is going to be Ghost in the Shell, and she may be on top of the mech already, Alan. So that means it's going to be a much bigger piece than you think it is, because there should be a mech and then her on top of it. I'm thinking that's what they're going to do because it shows verses there. Mm-hmm.
It's quarter scale, but it's going to be, I think, a large piece.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be big. And this is a true iconic scene from the film. So I look forward to seeing what Prime One does with this. I'm excited because they're doing more 90s anime stuff, and it makes me pumped because those are the anime that I love the most. There's some great new ones, too.
Well, not only is her arm ripped and shredded, but it looks like one of her legs is as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I noticed that. I need to see more. I don't recall that in the film, but it may have happened. But I know her arms for sure. But she went through a hell of a battle with that. So I can't wait to see more of this piece and just how they portray the art and part of the film is going to be great.
Yeah, I think anybody that's got Alita pieces, this will fit right in.
Mm-hmm.
I showed that earlier, and I can bring it back up though, Lane. So I'm getting the Ghost in the Shell beautiful. Yeah, listen, you'll be happy with it. I'm looking forward to seeing more. I'm gonna get three anime pieces on a really big shelf for the Magic case, and I'm gonna have anime. I'm gonna have DC. I'm gonna have just a few things on it, and that'll be this opposite wall here. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's see. CJ Ghost in the Shell pose is really good. Yeah, I think it's really great too. I think it's going to be a great one. Alan, I think once they show more of this, more collectors will be really intrigued to getting this because it has a huge following. You know what they're missing now after this is Akira, and I think that'll make Marcos very happy. Yeah. So they do Akira, that would be really good. That would be a really good one. So great piece coming up from Prime One. I can't wait to see more of that, to be honest with you. Looking forward to that. Well, they did show some close-ups here too. I think Sergio had posted on some close-ups of the Wolf Predator, and you can just see the detail on this.
Oh yeah.
Man, Prime One does such a great job with these. Man, they really do. They are so hard to beat, like when it comes to this line.
Well, they really go through a lot of effort to be as movie accurate as they can.
So 95. Alexa, what is 95.3 centimeters to inches?
95.3 centimeters is about 37.52 inches.
Well, there you go.
Over
About
2
38
feet.
inches, about 38 tall. Nice.
I didn't get my measuring tape.
That's 3 feet, basically. 3
Yeah.
feet.
Man, what a fantastic piece. Man, I can't wait to see more of this. And when the PO goes up, but I was talking with Prime One this week, and the end of April, Alan, the T100 is going to be shipping.
Ooh.
So I've got that on pre-orders.
Really?
Yep, it is.
Okay.
You're still doubtful?
I'm very skeptical because every Prime One piece that I have on order right now has been delayed. That's like 5 or 6 pieces. They're all been delayed. So we'll see.
So you're saying more? I'll see that when I believe it. Yeah, I mean, I'll believe it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I hope so. I hope that comes out sooner than later, because I honestly want to get these paid off as well. I think I owe some money on the Cyberdyne, but the rest of them, I think I'm good to go. So we're ready. We just get paid shipping, so we're good. Yeah. This piece came out of left field, and when they said they're making Vampire Savior, I was super excited. I mean, well, Stasis is called Darkstalkers, but to see this come from Prime One, it just could not have been done any better than this. Like it is literally a home run for them, and there's a big following for these characters, for this game franchise, and to see this done at this level was super exciting. It was just a treat to see. It's those eyes, man. Those eyes on them are creepy. It looks real, like so kind of have a vampire style eye, so it makes you look even more real. But Alan, I know you're in for this.
I think the last one that was really cool, I think it was Figurama.
Yes.
That had this skull effect on the front of the boat. Yeah, that one really well done, and I actually was really interested in getting that at the time. I ended up not getting it.
Yeah.
But this diorama with the two of them. Do you have a picture with the two of them together?
I have her on that. Let me see here.
Hey guys, I gotta go. I gotta.
Okay, Matt.
To bed.
Oh, really? Okay.
Y'all have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm sure.
Okay, Matt. Talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Take care.
So here's her here. These are the two pictures I took.
Lilith, right?
Yeah.
Lilith.
So,
okay.
Is that her name?
I believe so.
I remember. Yeah, that sounds right. But this is a character that was on the later games, and I really thought she was cool. But man, it's something about those eyes that they did to make them look like a vampire / realistic look of the character.
They have a very realistic. At first glance, I thought they were glass eyes.
Right.
I'm not sure that they are, but man, they did a great job with them.
Yeah, I watched the video again, and these are painted. They're not glass.
I don't know how they did that.
They talk about it on there. It's definitely next level of painting because it looks fantastic. But wow, what a gem. But Alan, this is what I was thinking the other day is that if they did the other characters, because there's like 20 characters, maybe more. Okay. But there's some super cool ones like Dimitri, and he is a vampire also, and there's like a Sasquatch guy. There's like a bee character. She's really cool, and just so many great characters. If they did those two, I don't know what I would do. I'd have to. I
think they're testing the waters.
Sure.
With these, obviously they have the license.
Right.
So I think it's just a matter of time. They'll see how these sell, and then they'll probably introduce other characters.
Sure. I think that if they end up doing these, I think that would be awesome. These portions are the same level. I think these are 1/4. If you're asking about what size these are,
I believe these are quarter scale.
Yeah, they are quarter scale.
Yeah.
Let me see. So, do you think they would fit with? Oh, yeah, absolutely. They would fit with that line.
What do you think? Excuse. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Hey,
uh,
I'm right there with you.
yeah, and you guys think alike, so I think they would fit well together. Uh, who's probably going to get this is Brian. I think Brian would.
Oh, definitely Brian is going to pick these up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's everything he loves, man. Everything
Yep.
that he loves. So, yeah, Lane was saying he likes someone, but the facial scope. Okay, that's fair. To be honest, Lane, I don't know if they could have did these any better. I just think that they're so realistic on how they did it. It just
Mhm.
looks great. Man, those eyes are. I don't know how they did that. Look at that.
Yeah. In the when they were doing the showcase, they did some close-ups
Right.
on those eyes. They looked like they were acrylic.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And they might have actually started with acrylic eyes and then did some translucent painting over them to get
Okay.
that effect. That's kind of what I'm thinking they did.
Yeah. Jeez. She's beautiful, and if you're getting this one, Ellen, I think it'd be a gem in your collection. I could see you getting
Oh,
this.
I don't know where I'd put it. I'd
Okay.
find a spot, but I'd have to get both of them.
Hey, calm down, calm down, calm down. Yeah. But yeah,
I'm
great
all about
character.
those eyes, Mike.
Yeah. I mean, I played the game when I was younger, and I loved it. But I didn't play her. I played the other characters, but I thought she was cool too. But great piece from Prime One. I can't wait to see more from them and what they end up doing. So, Alan, this is probably coming home. I'm pretty positive about it. But what I was not aware of is that when they showed this on the Prime One event, that this is actually not one piece; it's two pieces
Hey,
to
Piggy.
make the Dio. Hey, what's going on, Piggy? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Great to see you. Yeah, this is a great one, and I thought it looked amazing. It did.
It's going to be
So
amazingly big and amazingly expensive.
one, nah, yeah,
This,
yeah. I'm saying to myself, it's going to be one of those new pieces that it's not going to be that much. But man, look at this.
ooh,
Look at that,
light up.
Alan.
You think light up eyes?
Yes, yes. It
Oh
has to have
man.
light up eyes. It has to. So I think that this is a gem, and I think this will be the centerpiece, Alan. Next to that will be the Ninja Scroll, and then I have one more slot for another piece. But I want to wait because I want so badly the Prime One to do the final scene of Ninja Scroll with the final boss character, and that would be
Mhm.
an instant buy for me.
That would be cool, but you going to get both pieces with this?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, I will. They're going to go right there.
All
Right
right.
there.
You already got your spot picked out. All
Yeah,
right.
it's right there, right
That's
there.
cool.
That's where it's going, right there. So, can we see the fourth angle picture? Is that the? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Let me look that up here and get it. So I thought they were showing.
Did they show the entire diorama on this?
They don't. They don't. They did.
Oh,
They just show these pictures like this,
oh
and
man.
it was just you can't see it. So who knows? Maybe it won't be that good.
Yeah, it will.
I don't think I'll hold my breath on that one, but
No, it will be. Prime One, man. Their creative team when they do this stuff is it's just amazing.
there's another series, Alan. I think you should really watch. It's really good. I think it's on.
I don't need to go down another rabbit hole. Oh no.
You got plenty of room, Alan. Plenty of
No,
room.
running out of room.
Plenty of room. Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they end up doing with this series because I know it's going to be great. Let me look for this other angel that Lane was talking about too. When I bring this up, let me see here real quick. Oh my God, that I may have to get that Darkstalkers piece. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know where it would go, but we'll see. I just don't have a spot for it. That's my problem. Thank you for all the messages, kind words. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. And here, you know what? We haven't talked about this either. Let me bring this up here real quick, Alan. Sorry, Lane, I didn't mean to get sidetracked with that. But I have to bring this up because we haven't talked about it yet. Let me see here real quick. Lane, send me a link to that and I'll show it. Okay. Okay. So, Alan, here we go. So this was from they were actually inside John was inside the Prime 1 event room, so you can kind of see what it looks like. Mm-hmm. I did notice I had this special plaque with it here that was going to go with it. That's different because I haven't seen that before, quite like this. Maybe it's just for the show. I don't know. But I do love the face huggers that are all wrapped around this. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
What's very deceptive about this picture is that this piece and this base is enormous, and I mean crazy big.
It is.
It's really, really big. So it's very deceiving. So on the paint,
go ahead.
I was saying on the paint app here, I have to say you're right. It is very different than what I'm used to. But what they're trying to do here, I believe, is going after movie accuracy versus, what they wanted to do or what looks best or whatever.
Yeah.
And I saw pictures of like the movies, their costume and how they painted this and the art direction, what they did. There's something about
what they did in the movie is they used a lot of colored gels in the lighting. So they would cast blue lights on them and they would cast yellowish amber lights on it. And unfortunately, the suit is a base. I believe it's still just a basic blackish, grayish, with browns in it kind of suit. But because of the way they made it look in the movie, Prime 1 is trying to capture the way it looked with the lighting in the movie. And a lot of collectors are reacting to that.
They show when they show this statue, they showed like pictures of like the suit from the movie, the legs, and it did have a similar look to this. I don't know if it's exactly like this, but it did look a little like this. However, does that translate well to statue form? I'm not sure. There's something also about this pose that really, I'm not sure why I feel that way, but I do. It's just there's something about it that the way he's walking.
It kind of looks like a man striding.
Right.
Yeah. And regarding the suit thing, the big chap from the first movie, was a guy in a suit.
It was.
And then Dog, they went to more animation style CGI, and now they've gone back to, in this movie, a guy in a suit.
Okay.
So, I don't know. The pose kind of bothers me a little bit. It kind of looks like a guy walking.
It does.
But when you look at this, I don't know. I don't know about those blues and reds and things. I don't know if the actual suit had that much color in it.
I don't know either. And I know it has a lot of feature, which is very unique, in the helmet,
the base.
Yeah, it has it on the eye too, right? Like right where that burn spot is.
I don't know if there's a light up there. I think that might just be
just the reflection.
Reflection, yeah.
Okay.
But I know the base has a yellow light up feature.
It does. You're right. It looks like he's striving, but it also looks like he was leaning a little bit to the left as well. Oh man, that's a gem right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, a little bit to the left, his left. Almost like he's holding his hand to as he's walking like a little drunk, because he's as he's striving, he's leaning a little bit too much to the left. Listen, if you're getting this one, it's great. I think that if the pose may be the reason I don't get this one, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. And this is what's great is art is subjective, because if you love the way he looks when he's walking, how he looks like this with these colors, hey man, you've got a great piece here. You do. I just got to be very choosy and picky for what I go with because I am like Alan, running out of room. I got to make sure I get the right ones. And I only have so much room for pieces that are very large. This one here most likely will not come home, Alan. But you know what? I say that I need to see more of it before I make a final choice. That's what I need
Yeah,
to.
I agree with you. And just based on what I've seen, if I had to pick one, either the dog or this, it would be the dog all day long.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's great. Like the dog one, look at it, man. This one is just, I love it.
Yeah, they really captured how that creature moved in the film.
That's why I love it. That's why I love it because he's
Yeah.
just he's an exact form of that movie, and I love that movie. I do. I don't care what Marco says. I love it. Great piece from Prime One. Let me bring this up here real quick. And I was on the Prime One page too. There's going to be. They just announced a new Death Stranding 2. They showed a new trailer for the game. Guess what? Prime One's right on top of it, doing another statue for Death Stranding. So they'll have another one coming out. So I look forward to that. What they end up doing. This one here. Let me bring this up on stream because I know Wayne was speaking to it. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, this one here. This is a fourth angel that they were showing earlier. And what's cool is that this will be a nice piece to add to some of the others you have. And what do a lot of collectors want? They want villains to pair with the actual other characters. And I think that's a great, it makes for a great dial, right? Because especially if you're a fan of the series.
Yep.
So I think that would look really, really good. I know of the characters. I watched a lot of this, but I haven't watched enough to justify getting more than one of the characters. But if I'm getting one, it would be that bust. I think that bust is just a one and done, amazing Evangelion piece, and that would probably be the one I got. But Lane, if you're getting this, let me know. Congratulations, because I think it's going to be a great piece and to pair with others. But here's the thing, Alan. If you bought this, you wouldn't buy just this. You would have to have others with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you'd have to have others with it.
Yeah, you could. This couldn't be a standalone piece.
Right. Yeah. So for me, this would be a no-go. But if you have the others, absolutely, I think this would be a great addition to those. I love everything about the new series that Prime One's doing, and I think this will be a great addition to if you're building that line. Let me bring this up here real quick because I did want to talk about this as well. Here we go. So, I mean, when we're looking at everything, on Prime One's page, they've got all the new coming soons already up. You can see Wolf Predator is on deck there. There's the Death Stranding. There's the Godzilla. There's Power Rangers, which I have a feeling it's got a whole lot of love, but I'm sure they'll be coming soon. New Ghost and Show, we already talked about that. There's the Cyberpunk. All the characters are there. There's Morgan Lilius. There she is.
They seemed very proud of their Cyberpunk line.
They really did. They took a lot of time with it.
About 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, they took a lot of time with that. I thought that was unique. But Prime One just killed it. Look, man, Mr. Freeze and Batman Who Laughs and 1/3 scale. The scales that match with all the other Prime One DC pieces. And then the Attack on Titans Dio coming out. The Evangelion bust, the new Star Transformers. Here's another one I forgot about. This is that Evangelion piece they showed. And Alan, I don't know if you recall, but when they showed it, I was a little like, why is it like that? Because he has his hand kind of out to the left, but it makes sense because the switch out, he holds his helmet in his hand.
Oh, gotcha.
How it is. But you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see a switch out for that hand to where it would look more like he's walking forward versus him walking without. Because what if you want to put this portrait on and not that helmet? His hand looks like he's kind of sticking out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see them do that. I think that would be really cool to have that option.
Yeah, and obviously these are non-scale, but these are going to be huge. I mean, these are all going to be big pieces.
Yeah, these are going to be crazy big. Crazy big. Let me see here real quick. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see them doing more and more of these because they continue with this line. I think it sells really well for fans that are just really into this series. And I haven't seen one that wasn't great. They're all really, really good.
No, they're all excellent. Yeah.
Great
I mean,
piece.
if you get that bust with the gantry around it, with all the little guys in the lab coats,
So cool, man.
yeah, and then get one of these full-bodied ones to go with it, that would be like awesome. Let's can you do the King Batman?
Yeah.
Scroll, there it is.
Yeah. So King Batman Who Laughs 1/3 scale. I actually pulled this video from and made it into 4K. It looks beautiful. Like
Cool.
look beautiful today. But man, what a treat that they did with this. I was telling Dan, I don't know if you know Dan Default from Rogues.
Oh, yeah.
I told him a while back, I said, man, I posted on stream, he had read the comments saying they need to do a King Batman Who Laughs. This was a couple of next level events ago, and he goes, man, that'd be great. And sure enough, boom, there it is.
You kind of wonder if Prime One goes back and watches
Yeah,
all the people, all the streamers,
and
what the panels are saying, and
sure.
say, hey, you know what? That is a good idea. We should put that into production.
Yeah, I think you and I were when we were talking with John Allen. John had mentioned they broke it down how they look at comments. Like they literally will take a snapshot, put it into a PDF. When they have their meetings, they'll bring it up on a PowerPoint and they'll talk about it during their meeting. If this is a good idea, yes or no. And somebody could easily say on the board, you know what, that is a damn good idea. Let's do that.
Well, I hope they heard us all yapping about Dutch, a 1/3 Dutch.
My friend, I think you're about to free your soul very soon.
Yeah.
I think.
Come on, Prime One. We've been waiting long enough.
Yeah, I think that, and you know what, Alan, when they do this, it's going to be everything that you wanted and more. I really feel that. So
yeah,
don't worry. I think it's coming eventually here, because they're coming to a point to where we've done so many of these, and we're out of Predators. Let's do one on Throne. But what else can we do? That's what we should do, because that's what they've been screaming for. Let's do, and I'm talking all out, rooted hair, glass eyes, partner with Blitzway, whatever you want to do, get it right.
3rd scale.
Yeah, 3rd scale. Do it right to match the others. You wouldn't want to do this in 4 scale. That would literally ruin it. That would literally ruin it, because you want it to match the others. And when they would do it, I think a switch out torso would be amazing. 1 muddied and 1 not. I think that was fantastic. I think it would.
Yeah. That would be so awesome.
Yeah, it would be.
I sold my I had the original Batman Who Laughs.
Okay.
And I sold it off a long time ago.
Me too.
And then they came out with the Harley. And I'm like, oh, damn. I should have kept it, because Harley would have paired up beautifully with it.
Sure.
So now they've got the Harley coming out. And for everyone that doesn't have or doesn't want to pay aftermarket prices for Batman Who Laughs, now they got this one coming out. So, they're covering all their bases.
They really are. This is this piece here. This piece here is just fantastic. I love the Robin King on the bottom of the base.
Yeah.
I love how they put the little minions all around them. Then they added the change, but the switch out portraits are just amazing. And if you're wondering how big this piece is, rewatch the video of the assembly. It is crazy big. It's 1/3, but that base, that base adds more height to it. And you know what? It's a great centerpiece to any Dark Knight Metal or even DC collection.
It is seriously creepy.
It is. I think it's I think this is one of Prime One's bangers of the evening when they launch.
Oh, they're going to sell the hell out of this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They are. The last one sold out. Long sold out, and it's sold very well for them. So they're going to end up launching this one. I was a little disappointed because I think Lane had it on order too. XM had theirs. out and it never launched. People have pre-ordered it. And here's another thing is that, oh, by the way, it is coming out. It'll be out next month. But I mean, how many people still kept their orders or kept up with it or whatever the case may be? I really hope that all of our distributors take care of those customers that may or may not still have their XM pre-orders. I'm a little worried, Alan, because I have the Iron Man on gantry XM, and I don't know if that's coming out. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Well,
The good thing, Jimmy, is that there's always going to be a company making Iron Man pieces.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
There's never going to be a shortage of Iron Man pieces.
If they would just listen to me, Alan,
I know
it would go smoother. But yeah, I mean, you're right. There's going to be more Iron Man pieces. I think what I'm more trying to say is that companies need to take care of those deposits. For customers that order that, and just think about how much money that is that they could lose. I feel for those distributors too, because
I feel sorrier for them.
Yeah, that's a lot of money that they'll have to end up giving up, which is not good.
Yeah,
this is.
I hope that I hope that XM actually is able to fulfill their orders. Although now that collectors are seeing this, I'm wondering how many collectors are thinking, oh, you know what, the hell with that XM piece. I just want this one.
Yeah, and you know what? Whose fault is that? Let's throw it out there. But anyways, but you know what? You're exactly right. There's no way around that. You're exactly right. But yeah, great piece of XM. I think that's one of their major hits of the evening.
Freeze.
Let's bring up Mr. Freeze here real quick. Oh my God.
This is so beautiful.
Yeah, so this is probably coming home, Alan. I just got to throw it out there.
Yeah, I am finding a way in my own head to say, okay, I'm going to justify because they're very realistic looking.
Sure.
So I'm going to justify to myself that I'm going to get this because it could fit into my movie DC pieces.
Yeah, absolutely. And
that's how I'm going to justify this.
Omnibus, I'm telling you, both those are. I know they're coming. I know they're going to be coming in the future, and I'm pretty positive it'll be from Prime One. If you're ordering Freeze, put in the comments day one. If you're going to order Freeze, let me know. I really want to know who's getting this. But Alan, you know what? Can you see this with Bale, with all the realistic pieces all together, J&D, and then this in between all of them?
I can see that.
Okay.
And that's kind of what that's kind of where I think I'm going to go. That I'm going to only because I understand that this is, comic based, but Prime One has done such a great job of making them look like they could be real people that I think it'll fit right in, especially her portrait. Holy cow. I mean, it just looks amazing.
So, I mean, how, a company does what they do very well. If you know the character, you kind of like it, but when they do it in an art form like Morgan or like Attack on Titans, or let's just say you're not a huge fan of that franchise, but they make it to where it's next level, just a work of art. It brings you in to love the character more and just want that to add to your, collection. There's just so many pieces I've been tempted by that.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, this piece will most likely come home because I'm going to figure out a way to put this in with my others. Like, I just love it. I love everything about it. It's just great.
Yep. For me, absolutely. I think this is going to come home.
Okay.
And it's gonna go in with the rest of my 1/3 DC realistic, J&D, also Blitzway, Prime One, some of those DC pieces. I think it's going to fit right in.
Yeah, I think Extreme Gamer Collector was saying he said it best, right? To me, it's the ultimate storytelling statue. It's everything Freeze and its whole motivation. Yeah, this is
Yep.
It's just perfect, like of what they wanted. I think Chris Michael had mentioned too on stream that he had told Prime One this is something that he had wanted. It's something very similar to this, and sure enough, they executed it, which is even better. That's great.
You know, and who knows? Maybe one of the custom groups will do a Arnold, Mr. Freeze portrait
Okay,
for this piece. That would definitely do it.
I could definitely see them doing that. Vicky was saying that I convinced myself it's the perfect piece in depth to freeze, whatever. Yeah, I mean, it just can't get any better than this. So I'm not sure what he meant by that. Oh, really?
What?
I'm not sure what he means. No, maybe I'm lost in some of the comments. Statue King, that freeze is great. Looks incredible. Yeah, I mean, Alan, we're just going to figure it out, man. We'll figure out where it goes. Why don't we do this, Alan? Let's just buy it and worry about that later.
Well, that's so funny you say that, because that's kind of how sometimes I roll. If I really like a piece, I'll get it in, I'll look at it, examine it, and if I like it, I'll find I'll find a justification to make it fit in the collection somewhere.
Well, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to pay off 2 statues from Prime 1, and I'm going to turn around and get a ton of Prime 1 points, and I'll use that towards this and pick this up. That's what I'll do. So,
I mean, of all the DC pieces, and I'm thinking in terms of, Batman Killer Croc, which is quarter scale, and the Batman Tactical Throne, great pieces, but in years to come, they're always going to come out with another one and another one and another one. This, I don't know, from an artistic and an art direction standpoint, if they pull this off, good luck to anybody else that wants to try to outdo this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they can do it any better than this. I only collect Batman and Superman. I don't know if just found this road. Dang, it's amazing. You know what? I think it would look well in any Bat or DC collection of Avengers. I think it would look awesome, even off by itself. I mean, think about this. This is going to have an LED feature that's going to blow people's minds because the female character inside is going to light up. It's going to look awesome. I think it's going to be something that this is going to sell out. Alan, what do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to sell.
I think not only there might be a light up feature in the tube, but also I think there might be light up feature with Mr. Freeze. I think the eyes might light up with him, and maybe some of the elements on his backpack. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I mean, this is just an early render.
Sure.
So I'm super excited for this.
Yeah, that one's going to be one that most likely will come home. We'll figure it out. Well, that's 4 for me, Alan. It could have been 5 or 6 if I got the Darkstalkers pieces too, but I can't have that.
There's only 2 for sure's.
Okay.
That's the Freeze piece that we just looked at.
Right.
And the Wolf Predator.
Okay. Well, Alan, what if the next level this summer?
Yeah, but you know what? They didn't show any more of him.
Yeah.
No, obviously, I want to see the whole thing.
Right.
And if they do it like what I'm envisioning, it'll definitely, that's going to have to come home. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they definitely will launch this. Not launch it, but they'll show a painted version of it on the next Prime 1 event. That and the Berserk bust. They're going to show the next version of it. So
yeah, that's true. They didn't. There were no follow-ups with these pieces.
There will be because they know that these are going to be great, and I think they're going to be something that sells really well for them. So yeah, a lot of people want those characters. So I think that those will end up coming into fruition here soon on the next Prime event. And I am still getting this. So once they launch it, and let me see here real quick. Once they launch this, we didn't see anything from SNK, which I think they mentioned that, or the Riddler, or Berserk, and that'll probably be the next one, depending on what they end up doing. But
yeah, they have a backlog going on here.
They do.
They better get their Chinese in gear.
Yeah, and you know what, Alan? I think sometimes when they look at this stuff, they're like, okay, well, we got the concept art. Let's see where the hype is. Let's see what's going to sell right now. Maybe we can come back to it. Maybe we can start here, and then they move forward with that piece. They end up showing more of it. I think they pick and choose, and they kind of go off of what they think is going to sell. And I really don't know how that works, but it sounds to me like that's what they do. So, but this is another piece that I know will come home. This could be the final piece on the bottom with my anime stuff. That'll be it.
Okay.
Yeah, this probably is.
I'm not 100% sold on it yet. I need to see it painted. I want to see it painted.
Me too. I mean, of course, like if it's not good when it's painted, then I just need to see more. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I just want to see more.
Yeah, I think the Guts Casca diorama
Sure.
is probably going to come home.
Oh yeah.
I'm not 100% sold on the bust yet.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have a spot for that one?
Yes.
Okay, you do. Okay.
I do.
Excellent.
I'm gonna have to move a couple pieces around, and I'm gonna have to sell one.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make it work.
Well, you'll make it work, sir. You will
Yeah.
make it work. You'll make it work. I'm sure you will. But oh, and remember, Alan, they didn't show anything about the Optimus Prime going into you know what, the pre-orders this time. There's just a few pieces I think that they're thinking about right now that they, you know, they could say, you know what, the market's a little soft right now. Let's wait a little longer. We'll launch it this time. We'll launch these pieces now. I think that they look at that.
Well, the other thing is, I think on these grandiose pieces, it probably takes a while for the factory to examine, to look, and to come up with a pricing structure.
Right.
Before the Prime 1 can announce anything. Because I'm sure the factory, they can't just like look at a picture and say, oh yeah, it's going to cost us X. It's going to cost Prime 1 X amount of dollars,
Sure,
per unit to make these things. And the more complex the piece, I'm sure the longer it takes for that process to play out.
Yeah, and I mean these pieces here are going to be very, very steep. You know what? I'm not going to guess anymore. I was wrong with Dog. So you know what? This could be a $2,000 piece. I have no idea. So
and and then they have to engineer, how it's going to be packaged.
Oh my God!
All of that. I mean, I can't even imagine how much work it is to go through that process, especially with a piece like this.
I mean, we have some new collectors, and when you think about it, they're hand painted. They have to excuse me. They have to engineer the boxes to get them to fit correctly, to get everything lined up properly, and then they can ship out. Then they can get it ready for you to. All that takes time and money and labor, and there's a lot of labor that goes into these. Let's just say they have an edition size of 600, 500. That's 500 pieces that each one is hand painted. And, the render comes out, they get it, they sculpt it, they get out of the machine, they have to go through everything. I mean, there's a process. There's a reason why these are so expensive. There just is.
And then they have to engineer the lighting.
Yes.
That's another layer of complexity to it.
Sure. That's, man. I'm super pumped right now.
I'm glad all I have to do is look at them and decide if I want to buy them or not.
Yeah. I think we got the easy part. I think we got the easy part.
Right.
Yes. But what's some great pieces from Prime 1, and I look forward to seeing more from them and the new pre-orders. There'll probably be a pre-order this week. There's one every week, but I do want to challenge every statue company to do something very similar to what Prime 1 is doing. I don't ever recall us saying we're going to have an event that we're all going to sit here and watch all together. And I think Queen Studios went live one time, Alan, when they were going to launch the that character, that small character they were doing with the new bus. What's with the Monkey King bus? That little small pig looking character. They went live with him.
I call it Pumbaa.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, yeah,
They,
the little kind of like pig,
yeah,
feral pig
yeah.
looking thing. Yeah,
All of a sudden, Queen Studios went live and was talking about it, which was great.
yeah,
But I think what you should do is have an event just like Prime One does. Hey, you know what, guys? We just can't travel to Comic Con anymore. It's too expensive. Hey, we just can't go here. We just can't do these things. Okay, why not have a live event to where all collectors come together, have a viewing parties. There was every channel live on Friday
yep,
watching. Everybody
yep,
was on.
yep.
Everybody to
Thousands of
watch.
views.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's seeing this, and I want to challenge every single group to do something very similar, especially the companies that can't afford to get out there and travel. This is where I feel your money should be invested into, not just a Facebook post, not just a
Well,
teaser of coming soon.
I agree with you.
Mhm.
To this point, no one does it better than Prime One.
Nobody. Yep.
The production values.
Hmm.
I mean, they definitely have a whole production crew that works just on that stuff.
Yeah. I
There's
mean,
no doubt about it, and it's a stellar job that they do. And none of the other companies are. I mean, Sideshow tries to do a
yeah.
their event, but honestly, it's so I shouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
Uh, Compared to what
It
Prime
needs
One,
work.
yeah, yeah, it needs a little work. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
All right. Well, Sakura was saying, I know you're getting Morgan, Alan.
You know what? I like that whole Dio,
Right.
but it doesn't really fit. Doesn't really fit my collection. Um, yeah, so I might not, but I do like it. The nice thing about this last Prime One event, there was almost something for everyone.
It was.
There was something there, even though it was not very much for DC fans. There was a lot of anime stuff,
Yep.
some movie pieces,
Yep.
Alien, Predator, that kind of a thing. So
Yep.
I think everybody that watched, there had to be at least one thing that caught their eye.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think that all companies can take a page from Prime One's book and do something very similar to that. I know it'd be challenging because Prime One does it so well, but
Hmm.
I also think that if they would put that effort in and just started making events, guess what? You get better and better and better at doing something when you do it enough of. And
Yeah,
I think that what all companies don't do enough of right now, I think Prime One is probably the best at it right now,
yep,
is have a lot of communication with the community. I mean,
hmm,
there's companies out there right now that you haven't heard anything from since they made an announcement. And look, I understand these things take time, they take effort, there's things that go through, but this is your business. And I feel like there should be a lot more communication between all of us to keep bringing excitement to collectors. And, it's not just one company, it's a lot of companies that need to do that better. A lot of companies need to exercise that a little bit more. What if they came in and showed, this could be fair. Well, Jimmy, we don't have anything to show right now. Hey, no problem. What if somebody came out from Queen Studios or from Supercraft or from Sideshow and just made a post that said this? Hey, what's your favorite Sideshow piece you have right now? What's your favorite Queen Studios piece right now? Show me what you're most excited about. Anything to get interaction from the community is key
yeah,
because you want to keep engaging with them, you want to talk with them, you want to keep things smooth and keep things going. You want to make people feel good about what they have ordered with you. There's still communication there with all
yeah,
your customers.
yeah, and they need to do that to stay on everyone's radar. Like you just mentioned, Supercraft. I totally forgot about them because they don't post anything.
That Yeah, and I did have that's something that I really feel they need to do more of. Victor, was it Victor and I'm drawing a blank right
That's
now.
okay. I don't recall his name either.
Yeah. Well, both guys from Supercraft were amazing people. They
Yep.
had an awesome showing. They have a great products coming out, but I would love to see more interaction from them. I really would. I think they have a great company. They have a great idea. They're combined with Mighty Jack, so
Mhm.
Mark, I'm so sorry, Victor and Martin from Supercraft.
Martin, yeah.
Martin, forgive me, please. I'm so sorry. I just drew a blank on stream, but both both are really good guys. And you know what? I don't have any stretch of the imagination that they're doing a poor job, but you know what they need? More transparency and more communication. And that's everybody. So I would love to see it from all companies, just like Prime One's been doing.
Yeah.
I really would appreciate that. I really would.
No, even if like Supercraft, even if they're working on something, put a rough sketch,
Yeah.
anything to get people drawn in to, hey, look what they're doing, look at the direction that they're taking the company.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not doing. I don't know what happened, but yeah, they're off everyone's radar right now.
Yeah.
Um,
And I know they're working on new stuff right now. I know they're going to
Yeah.
bring out new things, and I look forward to seeing what they do next.
mhm.
Yeah, where's LBS and XM? Well, LBS and XM are two different companies, but I know. Listen, what's the best way to put this? LBS will be launching. They just launching Superman right now. They're going to be doing some. The Batman will be next. I think Jay had mentioned that'll be coming like in the next like 60 days. So that's going to be coming around the corner, which is great.
Mhm.
And be on the lookout for LBS to be really strong in quarter four of 2025. Be looking out for that. So nothing to worry there. As far as XM goes,
Who knows?
I just don't know. And one thing I'm not going to do is speculate. But one thing I can say is this: is that whatever plans you have, you might want to start talking about them pretty quick. That's what I would do. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Oh, let's see. You can't do that. LBS gives a sneak peek. Yeah, look, I mean, trust me when I say this. 2025 will be very strong for LBS. So, you know what? You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, they have a lot of cool pieces in the pipeline.
They do. Oh my God. You talk about someone that works day and night trying to make sure things are right.
Yeah.
Jay is doing his darndest to make things right, man. So I wish him well. I know he's really working on that. So I look forward to that. Yeah, we definitely went past the 1 hour tonight, but we had a lot to talk about. We wanted to go over. Yeah, we had the Prime One event. We had the unboxings this week with Will and ASV. There's been a lot going on. We had Comic Concepts. Make sure you go to Comic Concepts and go with code Godlike to save $10. Very important you do that because you'll save the $10 and definitely support Joshua over at Comic Concepts. I want to thank the 98 subscribers we had in the last 7 days. My goodness, thank you very much for supporting us. I am working extremely hard to bring the best content possible. You'll see more. I even recorded some more videos today, Alan, of me talking to myself, I feel like sometimes out. I can tell you it's very odd. I'm trying not to be an old man, but it's very odd.
You work your butt off for the channel. I know that.
I mean, I'm doing my best, so because I really want to make sure that we continue to go forward from here. But thank you everybody for joining us this evening. We will have our weekly statue talk on next Friday, and then also our Sunday hangout next week. But I will see you in the chat. Stay godlike. I'll see you then. Okay. Bye-bye.
Peace, guys.